Hi guys, this is Armando at bonefico.com. I wanted to give you a quick walkthrough of what the workflow looks like for adding a credit report. First, I'm going to go to samplecorp.bonefico.com and I'm going to log in as the credit specialist. That login is worker and worker. Okay, at this point, the credit specialist, all he can see is his own clients and he can add new clients. So I'm going to enter a new client here. I'm going to skip some of this information down here. I do have to enter an email address for my client, and I'm going to pick which agreement does John Smith want to sign up for. And the description down here gives me information about the agreement so I can tell John what that agreement looks like. Click on Save Client, and now I'm prompted to tell John to check his email for the welcome letter. There's a couple of steps that have to be done by John in order to start fixing his credit. We have to get him to sign their client agreement. We have to get him to enter his billing info. And those two are the required pieces. The others are sign up for credit monitoring, upload their ID, and upload a utility bill. And we really shouldn't start fixing their credit until these items are complete. Okay, so I'm going to pretend that I'm John Smith and I'm checking my email. And indeed, I do have a welcome letter. And the welcome letter contains a link that points John to the client website. First thing that John sees when he goes to the client website is he's prompted for a password. And after he's entered a password, he can see the credit repair agreement and terms. After that, he's prompted for billing information. And then he's prompted to enter his credit monitoring credentials. And now he's going to have to upload his ID. And a utility bill. At this point, John has entered all the prerequisite information that we need, and he gets a message saying that our agents are working on his credit file. So back here we go back into John Smith's account, and we can see that his status is currently a lead. And we can see that John has signed his client agreement, has entered his billing info, has signed up at Privacy Guard, and here's his username and password for us to verify this information. We'll need it to log in and check his credit and credit score. I can see if he's uploaded his ID and a utility bill, and now I can confirm that all this prerequisite information is complete. Okay, So now I can start entering his credit scores. Suppose he has a 490, 480, and a 475. Okay, we've got his credit scores entered. And now I can start entering credit information. So I'm going to suppose he owes money at Bank of America. And let's say he owes $338. But he says he wants to validate this account. Let's suppose he owes Wells Fargo. And again, we're going to validate this account. And suppose he owes AT&T. And let's suppose he owes Comcast. And he says that the status is incorrect on this account. All right. Now what I can see is that I've added these 4 items to his TransUnion, but I can jump over here to the Experian and the Equifax, and I can see that those are still empty. For me to copy those items over without typing them in again, I just check these boxes and pick which credit report I want to copy those items to. So those are now copied over to Experian, to Equifax, and now I'm going to copy these to Experian. Okay, so if I toggle back over to Experian, I can see he has 4 items there. Equifax, 4 items there. Okay, now I'm going to create a letter for TransUnion. I want these 4 items to go on a letter, and these are the dispute letters that I have, the templates for the dispute letters. You can add as many as you want. You know, I've only got these 2 in here for this sample. I'm going to add these 4 items to this new credit validation letter. Click on Add to Letter, and I can see that the 4 items are now included on this credit validation letter. Now, this mark as complete will let my manager know that this letter is ready to be reviewed and printed out. But I'm not marking it as complete yet because I want to add another item that I saw on the credit report. Let's say I saw another debt to Sunnyside Apartments, and he owes $700 there. He says the account is not his. I'm going to add new. And this item, I'm going to go ahead and add it to the credit validation letter that I created here this morning. Okay, click on Add to Letter. And now Sunnyside is included. Now I'm comfortable. I've got all the items from the credit report. I'm going to mark this letter as complete to let my manager know that he can go ahead and print this letter out. And the letter now moves into the complete area. For a credit repair specialist, this is as far as the work goes, the initial work. I'm going to log out here and log in as a manager so I can see what it looks like from the manager side. And I'm going to go ahead and go to print letters. All right, so I see John Smith has a TransUnion letter that the worker just finished, and it's ready to review. So I'm going to click on Review. And here it gives me a chance to see what the letter looks like, and I can make any modifications that I want. For example, I can see that John Smith doesn't have an address entered, so I'm going to go ahead and put one in there for him. I can see we don't have an account or an item number. So I'm going to remove some of this here to clean up the letter. And the rest of it looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this letter is ready to print and send. I go back to print letters, and I can see that John Smith's letter has moved into the section that is ready to print and send. To print it, click on this button here, and I can see what the print preview looks like, and that letter looks like it's ready to go out. When I click on print docs, it's going to pull up John's ID and bill, and I can also print these so that I can include them in my initial letters to the credit bureau. So suppose I've printed them already. Now I want to mark them as sent. So did I send them via certified mail or fax? Suppose I sent them via mail. Click on sent. And now John Smith's letter is down here in the sent letters. Okay. So I'm going to log out, and I'm going to log back in as the worker. And the worker will be able to go in, he'll get a reminder to go in and look at John Smith's account. So suppose he goes back into John Smith's account in a month and sees that the credit scores have changed. So they've bumped up 100 points. I'll save. And we also have an updated status on TransUnion. I'm going to click on edit, and the status has been changed from in dispute to deleted. Say the Wells Fargo is also deleted. AT&T deleted. Comcast, let's say that one was repaired. And this one here, let's say this was actually verified. Now what John Smith is going to see when he logs in and he goes to his dashboard, he's going to see that I've worked on 100% of the TransUnion items, but I haven't worked on any of the Experian items or the Equifax items. We do have credit score history here, where I show that he started out in the 400s and it's now up to the 500s and the most recent credit scores. Okay guys, this is what I have for today, so if you have any questions, please let me know and I'll get back with you.